Good morning and welcome to 10% TV Live again. We are back once more for more literally train simulator stuff again. We're on the classic version, obviously, if anyone was wondering. This is the original Railworks version from 2000. I think it's like 2009, but they have updated it, obviously, to like train simulator, like classic or Railworks they call it. So this morning we are going to be operating a 40-minute stream, primarily because in the run-up to the last few streams now, I have done them for an hour. And today's stream, well, we're not going to be doing that one today. We're definitely not having a 319 today. We're going to be doing this one today because in the last episode, well, it's like the last stream we did. Okay, we completed all the high speed ones. So we did like some Pancras to Ebbsfleet and then Ebbsfleet to St Pancras, so or whatever it's or the other way around. We did this one last time, and obviously now, of course, as you might probably tell, it's the frame rankings are not available at the moment. So I don't know what's going on with. I've got no clue what's going on today. But yeah. So, anyone obviously interested today? I mean, literally, some of the Medway Valley Line ones we have done before, but there are a few routes we have done. The only ones I haven't really done, I haven't done many of the Chatham mainline ones yet, but that is only because we have been busy with other ones. But today we're going to go on the Gospel Oak to Barking, and we'll start at Gospel Oak and run to Barking. I'm not going to do it because the return one's obviously this one, but I'd rather not do the return one yet. I'll do this one today, and then I'll do the return one maybe later this weekend or next weekend, and then with that, it will then be a bit more easy. It seems like I've got some 2-3s coming up on here, so I have a feeling this might be a new route that's coming out. I was hoping they were going to introduce like the class 484. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Yeah. So, as you can probably tell on the stream here, we obviously do get an instruction and and all that. So, yeah. Welcome back to the Cab for your return journey. This is my first journey. Okay. Literally, I've not done the Goblin before. I've done the Goblin before. I'm just going to call it the Goblin because the thing is, when you look at the map, right, the tube map obviously itself, it's got Gospel Oak to Barking, which is basically got go, right, Gospel Oak. B being Barking, line, which being the Lynn part. So it's basically got a Blin. But the problem is now because Barking Riverside opened, I think, like last year, like 2022, some people have been calling it the Gobrling because Barking Riverside is B and R. So I think some people have been probably, I don't know, they've probably been a bit funny with some stuff. So for today, we're going to be operating from Gospel Oak to Barking, and we'll start here at Gospel Oak. And obviously, as you can probably tell, the AWS does get set off quite a lot, as we have seen in the past few videos. I'm just going to open the doors a minute. Right, so the doors open this side. So yeah, these are the Class 172s. You don't... The only time you see these now, I believe, are up in Birmingham. They have been upgraded. I don't know... You're joking, you can actually open the cab door. I didn't realise you could open the cab doors. Oh, okay. Well, that's another train that's just gone straight through, so, yeah. Right, okay, so here we go then, guys. So, yeah, welcome to the North London line. This is a diesel multiple unit. I don't believe I've driven one of these on this sort of scenario before. The only time I did was when I did Paddington to Ealing Broadway, and that was only a quick drive, but it wasn't like a proper route, so who knows what the next one's going to bring. What I want to try and do at some point, I will introduce you guys to the, like, Paddington. We'll try and do a Paddington to Reading, and we'll call all the stations from there. that's not really a priority at the moment, but, you know. But yeah, so today will be the next station's Upper Holloway, and then I'd imagine we'll probably get to wherever after that. Hopefully somewhere a bit decent. I think it's like Crouch End or Crouch. It's one of the two Crouches. I think it's Crouch Hill, and then I think it's Haringey Green Lanes, from what I can remember. So yeah. So basically, guys, today we're doing the North London scenario. Usually I do a lot of like South London or Kent, obviously in Essex lines. This time we're doing North London because this is one I did get recently, and I believe it's one I have been meaning to try and do for quite a while now, because I don't believe I have done this like one before. So it's a bit strange though, because I'm so used to doing it like with electric trains, like emus and that. I'm not really too familiar with the 172s. The only time I have seen them, obviously, as I've said before, have been on the North London, and they have been on the Goblin line, but they've never really, yeah. Obviously, we can't go too quick anyway, because Upper Holloway Station's coming up. Obviously, as you can see on the bottom of the screen here. Right, so the horn's quite different. Right, so the horn's different, obviously, to whatever you do then. I believe there is only a short platform. This is the thing I was a little bit worried about with the Goblin today. They are a lot shorter than you know what. I think we were due to get in here. I don't know if my train's actually even going to fit. Is it actually going to fit? Okay, yeah. Okay, so it might be long enough maybe for 3 carriages. Probably not even that. Probably is only long enough for 2. No, it might be able to get you might be able to get 3 in there. I don't know. But you can tell obviously how long the platforms are here, because I didn't even check to see what the weather was like in this one. Maybe it is. I just like operating cab doors, okay? Sorry, it's just like, it's different because you never, because whenever I do see it on like any other streams, you can't physically open the cab doors. So for something like me to do this, it's actually different. Here we go. Knowing the fact, obviously, yeah, so we obviously picked up people obviously at the right time. We departed on time. Crouch Hill is next. I mean, we've got a 30 limit coming up as well. So yeah, so I believe when this line opened, I think they did have to do a few checks, because I think they were having to obviously, yeah. And obviously, as you can see here, like literally Crouch Hill Station is literally right there, so we can't go that fast anyway. Just move my mouse over here so in case the AWS does go off, and at least we know that we can press it. There's an abandoned station here, which I'm not too sure where this is, because this is not far from Crouch Hill. So if anyone does know, please do let me know in the comments, because I think there's obviously been some abandoned station here before, and they've just left it. So I'll have to have a look later. I might have to have a look in some of the history books. I've got some history books of the like North London goblins. So see, here's the thing, right? This is what really does worry me a little bit about these like stations, because because they've only got short platforms. They're only long enough, like one, like 2.5 long platforms. So physically, my worry was that if we don't fit in the platform, then yeah, then we fail the stream. So I swear to God, the doors were just open. Literally, I don't know. The rear doors are fine. Literally, I think so far we're not doing too bad. I thought we'd be at least on time. So anyway, if we're going to hit right, so yeah, so you just lock the brakes anyway. Okay. I know we weren't in line, obviously, with the S stop, but to be honest, you know, the platform's not long enough. You've got no hope. So right, here we go then. I do find it quite funny. Yeah, the next station, Haringey Green Lanes. I have been to it before. I've never got out at it though, so I don't really actually know what's in the local area. The dashboard here is really interesting because, like, the thing is, right, I've never been in like a 172 before. I've never really seen what it's actually like. So for me to actually see this on the stream is quite different because I have never seen it. So there's a short tunnel there. Honestly, because the stations are so close together, it's not worth. Yeah, it's not really worth me like trying to speed up to, like, you know, almost like the full 30. Because the problem is the stations are so close together. There's like no point. So I'm probably go up to 30 and then that'll do me. But other than that, I'm probably not going to go any further. No. See, and then that's when you get that. I mean, you know. We've lost 60. Probably just because it goes downhill. So, like, you then have to try and regulate the speed a little bit. Because otherwise... And obviously, because the station's now on the horizon, I might as well slow down anyway. But you know what I mean, guys? Basically, right, if you play Train Simulator a bit like me, you probably will understand that this is quite difficult. I'm hoping I'll actually stop in the right location for this. Looks like I am, so actually, this might actually be quite good. Yeah. Yeah, as you can probably tell, yeah, I can't really see much obviously on this stream because I can do an air shot, but it's not really worth doing one. I think the platforms are long enough to be like 3 coaches, but I think you do have to be really careful where you stop, because there has been times I've actually stopped at the end of a platform I mean, there has been literally no, literally the doors wouldn't open. I think there has been a case actually, I think before, where I think I have failed to open the doors and then it's given me like an error. 1334 for South Tottenham. Now, normally when I'm doing these streams about, usually I'll give you like the history of obviously of each line and all that. Sadly, because I don't know the history obviously of the Goblin, I can't really tell you guys because I have never really. I mean, I've been on it, right? I've had to tick it off like on the stations I have been to, but I've not been able to like tell you guys what's actually in the area and all that. I can't really do that because I have no clue myself. So. Luckily, because we're doing alright so far, it might not be too bad. Just going at a gentle 30. Although I will say there is a 20 limit coming up, and then a 40, and then, what's that, 90? Mate, there's literally, mate, there's literally no way you can do a 90 on this. Like, on this whole thing, because I thought the stations would be too close together. Well, obviously not. They obviously think you can do 90, but, well, we'll have to have a look at the, you know, we'll have to have a look on the side in a minute to see what on earth it actually does say, because it looks like it says 90, but, like... I think the only reason why there's a 20 limit coming up is because it's going to be something to do with the... Okay, it's a green signal. There has been times before where I think I have spadded and... Yeah, I mean, it's obviously ended the stream, but... I think the reason why we've got a 20 limit coming up is because we've got a junction here where the West Anglia Great Northern comes in. And so that does have a little bit of an impact on this because obviously the station does come in and, you know. A bit of the 20 limit, I would like to stop at the station, but I kind of need to wait until I'm a little bit further down. It is staggered as well. So because the platform's so short, we've got to stop right at the end, by the looks of this. And we have, but have we achieved it? Yes, we have. We have actually managed to open all the doors. I thought the platform probably would be a bit too short, but that is the most shortest platform in the universe. I think to myself, but why would you do that? And in the fence here, literally, no, the fence is not even impinging on it. Blimey, that's the first time I've seen that for a very, very long time. Sorry, I just thought I'd get a photo opportunity. I was getting a little bit distracted there. Okay, right, let's go. I can only go at 20 though, so hopefully... Yeah, we didn't do too bad with that. I'm hoping we might be in for a gold star here. I think if we get 1,000, whatever it's XP or whatever, then I think you get like a gold star. Hopefully if we do get that, it won't be so bad. Right, it says 45. Now, it's fair enough, obviously it's saying 45, but what's the point of doing 45? Surely it's not like... We can't go that quick anyway. Look, there's another 20 limit coming up here. So, we can't really go that fast anyway. to green signal again. Thing is, you do have to see round these corners now, because if you don't see round the corners, you've then got a big problem. So, what I want to know is why the hell we're going down to 20 and then we're going back up again. It's kind of what I want to know. And why are we going down to 20? Like, literally, there's nothing here. If you see on my street, if you see at the bottom here, guys, literally, there's nothing there. So, like, I'm now wondering why there's 20. Well, we've hit 20 anyway. But then there's nothing here, so... Why are we going so slow then? I'll just let it run away for a little bit, because otherwise, you know... It's like doing building work on the left here, like... Mate, there's nothing here. Now if I let it run away again... And we're going straight back up to wherever we were on before, like 30, 40. We've got another station coming up, Blackhall's Road. So yeah, this morning's stream has been a little bit... Yeah, I mean, like, literally it's been fine, literally doing the stream this morning. I mean, I didn't do one on Sunday, guys, and that was because I was out on Sunday, so I wasn't really around, sadly. So I couldn't really obviously do a stream on a Sunday because I wasn't really around. The fact is, right, literally, whenever I have been operating these streams, they have been almost perfect. So, open the doors again. It says 13:38. I mean, like, we're a minute late, but then again, probably it usually gives me a bonus anyway, so like, it's not like it's a huge problem, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it ain't going to be too late. It says 2 minutes late now, but to be honest, you can't really get there at 13:38. Not with all these speed. Yeah, so it's still giving me plus all sorts, so, you know, it's not... It's not too much of a problem, if you know what I mean. I see we have got it in gallons for some reason, so I don't know what that's about. So yeah, so next stop, Walthamstow Queen's Road, which, yeah, I mean, like, I've been there, but I've not really got out at it, so it's another one of those stations which I've been to, but never have seen what's actually in the area, so I can't really give you much information on that. But the fact these stations are really close together, it does make you wonder if there is some sort of thing altogether, so... I do apologise for a little bit of lag, guys, if you guys are obviously getting lag on your end. Obviously, it is this... I think it is mostly the stream. I can't really do much about that. When we're supposed to be at Walthamstow Queen's Road? 13:41. We're already a minute late. I think the big problem we got is that you know, we're having to speed up, obviously, at certain points because we seem to be going up and down hills a lot. And we've got to go uphill in a minute by the looks of this as well. So I don't think we're going to be, you know. So... Now, I have noticed there are bushes on the platform, so we probably won't need to stop at this end. We probably only need to stop a little bit further down. What I want to try and do is try and aim to stop at like a lot of these S stops, because I think you do get, maybe you probably get bonus points, but I doubt you do, but if you do, then that'd be quite good, but obviously probably not. Yeah, so all the doors so far have been able to open. It is just mostly trying to, you know, I think most of these are all going to be on the left-hand side now. I mean, I think at Barking it's only on the right, so all the other stations I think all seem to be on the left, so it's not been too bad. Yeah, so once again, so we get a timeless penalty anyway, even though we're like 2 minutes late. At least we still get, you know. Give it some willy a little bit, because see, here's the thing, right? We've got to get to Leighton Middle of Road soon, so I'm hoping we don't lose any points. I kind of want to get at least, if I can get at least a silver star today, like award or whatever it is, or star, whatever they call it, then that'll do me, because I am pretty sure it's probably decent enough anyway, so... What is funny, actually, is the fact these gallons seem to be going down. I mean, like, you know, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. The only reason why I've had to give it a little bit of speed, guys, because, you know, literally we don't... You know, we were supposed to be there at 13:45. I kind of wanted to speed up a bit so we could actually get maybe a bit of a... You know? I kind of wanted to get a little bit of a head start, basically, guys, because I think if we can do that, then it might not be too bad. Leighton Midland Road in the next station. Nothing really to report in this area. The only thing I will say is probably a short walk from Leighton Tube Station, Central Line, but other than that, I sadly can't tell you much more, so... It looks like we're going to be here on time again. I mean, like, hopefully it might not be that bad. It's just these short platforms, because obviously, you know me and short platforms, I don't get on very well with them, so... The whole train's not even in the platform, so I don't know why the S stop's there and not at the end of the platform. Okay, now we're in the station. Yeah, so I mean, so the rear doors seem to open, but the S stop's like almost like halfway down, so I don't know why I don't know why that's the case, because, like, that's a bit misleading, I think is the word. It's very misleading, because, like, the doors, you know, they don't all open otherwise. Luckily, because I've stopped right at the end of the platform, it's not that bad. It's just annoying because it looks like they're obviously stopping trains in the wrong place here. Yeah, so look, now we've lost 90 because for some reason we've been late. Even though we sped up a little bit. Well, that's not my fault. Problem is, if you had speed restrictions everywhere, you can't get very far. So, you know, unless they obviously expect them to obviously do full welly, like full whatever it is. I mean, you know. But you can see here, right? Okay, look, there's platform extensions here. I think they were obviously in use at one point, but I think they've obviously abandoned them. I mean, they've had from it because they've now got 4 coaches on the Gospel Eight parking line now. They've had to, I think, reopen these extra bits. Otherwise, there wouldn't be enough space. So our next station is Leytonstone High Road. We're supposed to be there at 13:47, and we are late once again. We are absolutely late. It's 12 o'clock in real time. It's lunchtime. Luckily, because I can get a little bit of speed on this, and hopefully we won't be too late, but it's just, you know. But I think the thing is now, right, is literally... Please don't overshoot the platform. Please don't overshoot the platform. I'll just stop it there. Yeah, so we're 2 minutes late already, guys. I mean, like, I'm not particularly happy, although the rear doors look like they have stayed shut, so that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I mean, problem is, what do you do at that point, isn't it? I mean, like, you know, if it's going to give me a penalty for that, then I'm going to be a bit annoyed because, like, I sadly can't do much about it. Look, these S-stops, right? Yeah, that might be in the right place this time, but the platform is so long here. You could easily, yeah, look. So we've been given another one. So I don't think we're even going to get a star at this point. I think we're only be getting... So yeah, yeah, I was a little bit disappointed really with that, guys. I'm sorry. That's quite disappointing. So I was just having a little bit of a drink because I was absolutely quite thirsty there. Probably because I do a lot of talking on this. I get quite thirsty, so yeah. Let's try and like wham this up a little bit. I think the thing we're going to have is now, right? Literally, we're going to be almost having a bit of a problem because we've got one step park next, and we've got Wood Grange Park after, and then we're into parking. So, yeah. We were due to be at Wanted Park a minute ago. So, because we're now late, we have literally got no hope of getting there. So, what we'll do, guys, we'll complete this whole stream. I mean, after that, I'm probably not going to do another run because for the moment, I kind of need to do some other things, and especially today. I mean, like it's cloudy today, but you know, there will probably I mean, today's Thursday. There'll probably be another stream coming up at some point. It will either be Sunday or it'll be next Thursday. It depends on when I do the streams, because this is why stream timetables coming into force in March, because I'd rather, you know, have myself a little bit of time. So it's going to do it again. Please let me stop at the S stop this time, which is also in the wrong blooming place. See, guys, this is the thing, right? Are the doors open? Yes, the doors are open. Why is it leaning to the left? What's this about? Is this some sort of... That's weird. I don't like that. That's really weird. I've never seen that. Let's just do that anyway. There's some birds tweeting in the background as well. I don't know if you guys can probably hear it. Yeah, so once again, we've been given another time penalty. I'm not happy with that. That is quite... The problem is... You know, what do you do at that point? So, yeah, so what we'll do, we'll complete the rest of the stream and we'll probably have a little bit of a Q&A or something like that at the end. I think what's going to happen is, I mean, I'll probably do some train simulator videos, obviously, for as much as possible, like streams in that, for as much as I can. After that, there might be a chance I might have to have a look and see what other games there are, because there might be some others I might possibly get for us all to, like, play or whatever it is. And to be honest, it is a game, I mean, I am thinking about possibly getting a PlayStation 4. I mean, I might be able to, if I can get a recorder on there, then I'll be able to. Then I'll be able to play, obviously, with that. Sorry about that, that was the signals. The AWS has just gone off again, so... I imagine the reason for that is because there's a 30 limit coming up, as it can be seen in the bottom here, but I'm thinking to myself, but you don't need to blooming sound that yet. Right, so coming up now, the, well, what they use is the C2C lines, and we've got overhead wire now, as you can see. So yeah, so the overhead wires has turned up, and the 30 limit begins. So yes, it's not too bad. I don't know how long these platforms are. I imagine they're probably still the same length, but we'll find out. Yeah, they are the same length. Okay. Let's do it naturally. So yeah, the rear doors are open again, so that's not too bad, but yeah. So yeah, so this is the last station before Barking, so we'll be heading into Barking now, and we'll terminate the train here, obviously at Barking in a minute, just so that then, you know, we can then see what else is going on. So yeah, again, 102 is not good. That is quite high. There we go, so they've got the buzzer, right, let's go. Yeah, so that's not quite good, guys, really. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed at that one. It seems like it's given me that, and that's not going to look good, if I'm honest. I mean, we'll probably only get like a tick or something like that today. I mean, like, if we get only a tick, then that's going to be really annoying. I'm hoping we'll get like some sort of bronze star or whatever it is. If that would be nice, but I doubt it's going to happen. I think it'll probably be a no. Now, my biggest problem we got now is that on the approach to Barking, usually now, a lot of overground trains now use the C2C lines. Here on Train Simulator, because this is an older one, I believe they used the old platform 1, which is adjacent to the district line platforms, which obviously we now see. This should give me something. Yeah, so the AWS will probably go off now. That's a bit strange then. Now, I think we believe that Barking's probably the terminus of the whole thing, because I don't think it goes any further than that. Usually, I mean, on Trenton World 3, but this is something I have been possibly doing for a while, but I've not really, yeah. So the next signal will probably be a red one. We'll probably have to wait. So yeah, so as you guys can see now, the district line and that all come in here. I need to slow down to now 25. So yeah. So yeah, so for some reason it seems to be giving me. So yeah, so all the overground lines you see now, they all go off to the right on like the flyover. So yeah. Hopefully when we get into Barking it won't be too bad. That green signal over here, no, it's green signal here. So we've got a yellow again. Which is not too bad, but it is just annoying because it then means we're gonna have to obviously be a bit careful when we enter the station. So yeah, so the district and amateurs and city lines, they all go alongside on the right here, and obviously with C2C as well. Hopefully on approach to the station. Yeah, so we are being routed into platform 1 here, so yeah, this is the old platform they use now. Hampton City Line platform's onto our right. This is our platform on the left. I probably could go quite further down, I think. What I don't want to do is lead the train all the way up here, because otherwise it'll be pointless, because otherwise, you know. Tell you what, we'll stop it by this S-stop, I mean. So yeah, so as you guys can probably tell, it's quite, yeah. If I'm perfectly honest, I'm not very happy with the way this has gone. I mean, like, this is not the first time I have seen anything like this, but... Yeah, so we got a 404. We got -243 for that. That is awful. And we get no... No! I'm very shocked by this because this is not very good. This is absolutely ridiculous. I know I've not done this route before, guys, but like... What, so anyway, so if I go back in career mode, what's it... So it's only giving me a tick. I was hoping it's going to be like start. Yeah, so it's only giving me 0 again. So I only get 0 for that, and that's it. You don't. So you only get a tick then, basically, if you've done it, and that's it. That is ridiculous. I'm not happy with that. That is very probably difficult as well because the thing is, it's a diesel train. It's not an electric. So the problem is with emus, they're a lot more easier and all that, but we've not even got a star. It's not even, you know, we've not even got a star either. So my goodness. Yeah, so yes, basically guys, what you've just done is you've wasted 45 minutes of me absolutely failing at doing the Gospel 8 to Barking Line. So yeah, so I don't know what the situation is going to be for the next video. I'm hopefully going to maybe do a Barking to Gospel Oak or something like that. This will probably be the last time I'll do the Goblin because I'm probably not going to do another Goblin one for a while now. Because it's just, yeah, it's not been very, yeah. There are some other 378 ones, there's some rail fan ones, but to be honest, we probably won't do rail fans. It's not worth doing it. Yeah, so I kind of want to see what other trains there are. I would like to obviously go back to the Electrostar again at some point. There are a few trains obviously on here I might operate. The one I do want to do at some point, I do want to do a London to Brighton like fast. I'm not going to do that today because obviously we have run out of time. Sadly, we can't do the 700s because otherwise I probably would do that. But yeah, so yeah. I would like to go back to the Isle of Wight at some point and do the 483 again. I think that was quite a decent one. I think we've already done them. So yeah, so hopefully, yeah. So thank you all for watching. If anyone was watching for that matter, I know this is quite a last minute stream, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, we'll hopefully do a better run, obviously, at some point. I'm hoping that maybe if I do prepare myself a little bit, obviously, on some of these, like, streams and that, then maybe it might be a bit better. But yeah, looking at this, I can do this one, which takes 40 minutes, but you can only start from Reading and terminate it, like, at Oxford, which I could probably do, but if I do it in quick drive mode, if I show you guys, where is it? Or maybe you can't. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Because I've got to set it to that, haven't I? Yeah, so if we did it as that, and then did it as that, so I can operate from Paddington. I mean, I can terminate at some, you know, like other places like Maidenhead and that, but because I'm not obviously doing that today, it's, yeah, so. But yeah, so, yeah, thank you all for joining. If you have got any suggestions of what I can do next, if you know what I'm going to do next, then obviously do let me know. But yeah, so yeah, I'm hopefully going to be able to do some more a little bit later. But yeah, but yeah. So the next one we'll probably do, we will go back to the Goblin again. We will do Bark into Gospel Oak. That'll be the next one we'll do, obviously for this stream. But obviously, as you guys obviously do know, it will be dependent, obviously, on what we do. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it up to you guys to obviously decide, because if you want me to do the Bark into Gospel 8 route, I will do that for you. If not, then I am possibly thinking of going back to, no, not the, do I want to do, no, I don't want to do East Coast. I want to do, at some point, I want to try and do another one of these again, so I might possibly do this again, but this time go in the other direction, because I've already done it already from Victoria to Gillingham. I want to try and go in the other direction as well. So, I mean, we'll do like a late night one of some sort. So yeah, thank you all for joining. I'll hopefully be back at some point. Hopefully, maybe Sunday. If not Sunday, it will likely be next Thursday, unless I do post anything on the community on like the community tab on the YouTube channel. If I do obviously decide to do, I will let you guys obviously decide. I'm not gonna obviously do stuff myself this time. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all a bit later on, hopefully. So yeah, see you all later.